One way to save energy is pedal power. Director Tom Shadyac treated all the cast and crew to bicycles. So we went green while on location in Virginia. He didn't give me a bike, though.
And action.
Baxter family, this is what's called a scenic vista. And I don't think the big man himself could have done a better job. Pretty cool, huh?
I've been waking up to the idea that we may be really affecting this world we live in for the worse.
The message is in the story. It sheds light on what we are doing to this planet.
So in the beginning of the movie, we sort of wanted to live the themes of the movie. You know, the themes are about, this great gift, this earth, quote, God's creation. We wanted to be good stewards of, as opposed to destroying it to tell a movie about not destroying it. We wanted to, sort of walk the walk.
There's sort of a collaboration between him and his crew and his cast that this is what we're trying to say, and so in order to underline that, this is what we're going to do.
Well, we're trying to be the first green movie. By a green movie, it means that you sort of leave no footprint, meaning that whatever carbon footprint you put through flying your planes to get places, transporting your crew, you try to zero that out by planting trees. Trees absorb the carbon and release oxygen.
Once our carbon emissions were calculated, we ended up planting over 2,000 trees in a national wildlife refuge in Central Virginia. Tom would love for people to think about alternative forms of transportation and maybe, hey, if I'm only going from base camp to the actual set, do I really need to take a gas-powered vehicle? Tom said, I've got this idea. I think I'd like to buy everyone who'd want one, a bike. Do you think anyone will take me up on it? I said, yeah, I think everyone will.
He bought literally hundreds of bicycles for people. This is like Christmas morning for this production.
He bought bicycles for everybody. Consider the cost of doing that. He's walking the walk.
The next week, everyone had their bike out down on the set and riding around the Ark.
So it's nobody be riding around in cars, except me, of course, I'm a star. But
if you're going to be buying this bike for New York City, you're going to need a wider profile tire.
He's like a genius.
Well, I used to
he
race.
knows a little something about everything.
I used to race, but just
Where?
Where? In Harvard,
Massachusetts?
Yeah.
Given some of the underlying messages and themes of the movie, we felt it was important for us to donate all of the wood that was usable at the end of the shoot to the Habitat for Humanity store in Charlottesville, Virginia.
For those not familiar, Habitat for Humanity is an international organization that builds affordable housing in partnership with low-income families. It's an enormous ark, and the Habitat store is hoping to salvage as much usable cedar planking as possible, and then any of the scrap wood will be ground up into mulch. Other than the ark, we will be receiving approximately 120 doors and windows that were used in the production of 3 houses on the set, and we will also receive all of the landscaping from the street that was used in the movie.
We melted down the steel, and then we sold the steel, and then gave the money to Habitat. Just the idea to keep things, recycling.
There needs to be very good communication in the pre-planning process between the director and the production crew that's ultimately building the movie set. They need to understand in the beginning that these materials ultimately will be salvaged, and so then they're designing for disassembly, which is an extremely different process from demolition. If everything aligned itself properly, probably as much as 90% of the materials could be salvaged from a movie set. That translates into a much more positive environmental benefit for everybody and a much stronger economic benefit for the production company and for the Habitat affiliate.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Whether you believe in God or not, this film shows you that it can be reversible, and it's all the little choices we make every day, whether we're recycling, what type of materials we're using to build our homes. It really shows a lot of areas where we could improve what we're doing to this planet.
if we do it right, we'll just join the growing chorus of scientists, entertainers, politicians who are trying to warn us that we are the new dinosaurs. And if we aren't careful, we're going to wind up just like the old ones did.
You know that sign in the National Forest when you take a hike, it says leave no trace? That's what we're trying to do more with movies. And we're trying to create a stamp that you can put on a movie that say this movie is a green movie. We virtually left no trace. So you can put out these works, but you don't have to do a lot of damage in the process.